Alright, in this video we're going to go through the steps of installing a zipper into a fly front pant. I'm going to go by the instructions that came with your pattern. This is starting on page 4. And I have got this laid out. All my markings transferred from my patterns to my pattern pieces. Now one piece will use one set of lines, another one the other set. We'll start off here. The sewing directions, we'll come back and deal with the darts in my other video of how to basically put the pant together. This one will focus only on the zipper. And here the tip that they have is to apply interfacing to your fly extension here. You could do it on both sides or on the one. Sheer to medium weight. You don't actually have to do it on this muslin pair, but it certainly would help for our purposes. Now then, the step number 3 has us matching up our circles here, and then we will stitch down to the notch. Let's see if I can get this on screen for you. So I'm going to come here, pin my notch, and then up here my circles should align, and there's the circle. You can almost see it right through the fabric. You may not, I can though. And then I'm going to come over to my sewing machine right here. Okay, let's get that in view. Okay. Go ahead and sink your needle right at the circle. Remove that pin so you don't sew over it. It does suggest to backstitch at, come on machine, there we go, at the circle. And we're just coming on down to the notch. We don't have to sew all the way to the bottom edge. That will be left open for some test fitting a little later. And if you want to just give it a quick backstitch, you can, just so it holds. And let's slide this on out of here. All right. Let me open this up. We're pretty good there. Close enough. I think I still got 5/8 inch seam. All right. Our next step now will be to apply our zipper to the left front here. I'm sorry, fold right front overlap under from the crotch seam to center front. So we're going to flip this over so we're on the inside of the pant. And it says fold the right front over to here, and you can press along this seam line if you want. I'm just going to finger press for right now. And it does suggest to clip right down here. Just use the tip of your scissors. Okay. And then fold left front underlap under on fold line from crotch seam allowance to underlap and snip. So we'll do it on both sides here. Now, flipping this over, we're going to install our zipper along this line with this rectangle here. That way it ensures that the zipper will well be underneath the fly extension and not be seen from the front of the pant. Now, the instructions suggest maybe using what's called basting tape on the underlap and the zipper for holding things in place. Now, I don't have that handy. Be quite honest, I've never really used it, but I'm going to go ahead and line these things up, and I'll go ahead and pin my items in place. See, I need to get up above the camera here to do so. And I'm kind of setting my folded edge near my zipper teeth. In this case as well, we're going to extend the zipper off the edge here. As long as it is a polyester or plastic zipper teeth, we'll be able to stitch across that, and that way we can set that zipper to the right length. All right, For stitching our zipper in place, I've got it pinned next to the teeth, and I have installed my zipper foot on my machine. I have connected it on the left-hand side of the zipper foot, and I'm going to dial my needle position to B so that it scoots it over just a little bit. And this way I can stitch very close to my folded edge, making sure that, I want to get a little bit closer. Making sure that I am also going through my zipper tape underneath here. Remove any pins out of the way as I go. I do apologize for the camera jiggling. It's attached to the table and the machine is vibrating it. Okay. Try and make sure that you keep your distance from the zipper teeth to the folded edge consistent all the way down. Like I said, if you're using that basting tape, it may be helpful. All right. There they are. Okay, let's slide back over here so we can work here with it all. Now we will lay with, make sure this folded edge, and if you've pressed it, it'll lay nice and flat. Match it up to the other front edge here, okay, and lay it flat. If you need to, you can put a couple pins right along that center front just to sort of hold them along those fold lines so it stays in place for you. And this time we will flip this back because we need to work on installing the zipper tape to the fly extension for doing that. And I'm going to put a couple pins in here just to hold it. Okay, so we've got those ready. Now back to the machine. Hopefully you can see all of that. And I should not have to move my zipper foot. And now I'm going to sew my zipper tape only to the fly extension right now. Go ahead and secure that. Let's go down the edge here. And now back to laying it flat for ourselves, because the last step is actually to secure the top stitching around here. And you could use a pen. Unfortunately, I don't have mine with me, but you can mark that at, it's usually 1 1/4 inches over. But in this case, I'm going to put a couple pins through here. The only thing you really want to be careful of is that you're not going to stitch over the metal stop at the bottom. So you do want to be aware of where that metal stop is. And actually, I'm going to move my pin right down to it. Okay, so we have that. And when stitching this part, you can go back to your normal stitching foot that you usually use, which I think is A for you all. Okay. And again, like I said, you should probably mark yours on mark it with a pen and use your ruler. And this time you're not really concerned about having to get your zipper tape underneath. It's already been secured to the face or extension. Now you're just securing the extension to the front. Okay. Making sure that things lay nice and flat. Read through your directions on the direction sheet. It helps to give you some tips, and then slowly and carefully come around your curve. Again, avoid your metal stop at the end. I'm kind of trying to run over mine, but not with the needle. and back stitch there. Come out free from underneath the machine. There we go. Okay. Then you can take these pins out if they're holding it, and you can check your zipper. There we go. Now then, the interfacing helps keep this a nice crisp edge when you iron it, and then we'll come back later with our fitting and our waistband to finish it up there, and we'll show you how on that. For your assignment, I want you to be able to have a picture for me from this view, and then also a picture showing the inside opened zipper like this. And we'll probably do another view picture of perhaps, I think we'll just do the open one. I'll post some example pictures in that assignment for it all. Okay. Thank you for watching.